Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. A very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day for Ghana. It is a good day for Ghana, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see boldly written here, Ghana, we are through to the World Cup. US of A, Canada, Mexico, Ghana, we are through. My goodness, yesterday watching the game live, I'm like, that is my country, Ghana. 5 away goals, Central African Republic. Look, the fact that we ended it's like we have qualified, still have one game remaining alone. It's something to celebrate. Oh yes, you may say, oh, we still have a game, and maybe the other teams. Look, no matter what will happen next, our closest opponent will have to win their 2 games that remain. Our closest opponent will have to win their 2 games. Ghana, we are through. All that Ghana need in our last game is a point to be secure. All that we need to be in the World Cup is a point. That it's not even a need. Right now, we just have to play it for the pride. World Cup 2026, Ghana, we are there. How did it all happen? What actually happened? Listen, before I continue, I want this man, Ghana coach, to be given his credit. Yeah, he did not qualify the team to the World Cup, and it looks like Ghana prioritized to the African Cup. It looks like Ghana prioritized the World Cup over the African Cup of Nations. Yes, because this squad we have is good enough. We should have qualified for the African Cup of Nations. But it looks like we prioritized the World Cup over the African Cup. And give this man his due when it comes to the World Cup. When it comes to the World Cup qualifications. Last 3 years, he is the same man that qualified Ghana to the 2022 World Cup. Yeah. That we deny Nigeria of going. This time around, he is taking us again there. And look at the records. 7 games played. 6 won. 0 losses in the World Cup qualifiers. 0 losses. 1 draw. 21 goals scored. 5 goals conceded. Win percentage, 85.71%. 85.71%, win percentage. Give Otto Addo his due, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, also the next on your screen from CAF, Ghana 5, Central African Republic 0, Comoros 1, Madagascar 2, Chad 0, Mali 2, Tanzania 0, Zambia 1, Niger 3, Congo 0. These are all in Ghana's group. Now, going into the final game, Ghana is going to be playing against Comoros in Accra, Ghana. So you can imagine. Ghana plays Comoros in Accra, Ghana next. I think it's going to be on Saturday or so. So, and Comoros, with their position, I don't think that they can just come to Accra and demolish Accra and decide. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So Ghana, we are through to the World Cup. Now Nigeria, my good friends in Nigeria, it's rather a pity. I calculated this some time back, and Nigeria's position right now is not looking good. Second best placed team positions are not even favorable to Nigeria. So I don't know how to put it. I think Nigeria is playing tonight. And look at Nigeria right there on your screen. Nigeria are 3rd in their group with 11 points. Whilst Benin Republic are 1st with 14 points. South Africa 2nd, 14 points. Now, it's going to be very tough. I don't see the possibility there any longer. So the truth is, Nigeria are not in the World Cup. No matter how you want to check it, how you want to calculate it, my good friends out there, my brothers out there, my own siblings out there, it is what it is. So you guys you better support Ghana, and we will make you proud as usual. You know, in the World Cup, we will make you proud as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. We are already through. 2026, Canada, US of A, Mexico, here we come. I am hoping to be there. I am hoping to be there for my channel, for this channel. All the fans on this channel, you need to support me, buy my ticket so that I can be right there and cover the games for you live. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, now let's get to Chelsea news. Breaking news: Cole Palmer has a strained groin. We understand the sickness or his injury is a strain on his groin and will be out for weeks, not months. He has already stayed out for weeks, for months, yes. So he still has weeks more to be out. Ladies and gentlemen, with November as the likeliest return month, November as the likeliest time for Cole Palmer to return. I miss him, but the team is equally doing well without him. Looking at the game Chelsea played against Benfica and then Liverpool without Cole Palmer, and we still won. It means that the team has outgrown the times when we relied on one player. Chelsea no longer rely on Cole Palmer to create or to make things happen. Few months back or last season, it was more like Cole Palmer or no other person. This time around, the team has outgrown that. That is the development we are talking about. Now we can look at Estevao. We can look at other players that can create things, that can get things done minus Cole Palmer. So no individual in Chelsea can say, I am the one that is making it happen. Yes, Estevao, you might say he got us a win, but the ball came from somewhere before getting to Estevao. You can say, oh, if not for Estevao, Chelsea would have gotten a win. Yes, Estevao was on a bench when Caicedo scored the first goal. So there would still be a solution to every challenge that Chelsea will face, looking at the caliber of players we have on the bench. Now, one player that I also want to point out here is João Pedro. Equally, I miss him. His ability, especially when he was playing alongside Delap, we could see clearly that he was more fluid. He was more okay. But since Delap was not there and his injury situation, we are not seeing the best of Delap. And then even Delap himself, guys, the truth be said, the truth be told, I equally miss Delap. Delap's hold up play up front, his hold up play up front is something which actually suits João Pedro, enables João Pedro to play better. Delap João Pedro partnership, it was very promising before the injury of Delap came in. I was actually gearing up for more of both of them playing together. But injury sucks, friends. Injury sucks indeed. Yes. At the time that we thought, well, he's coming in to partner João Pedro Delap minus Jackson. I believe that all these things, if Jackson was to be around, it would have been more easier for Chelsea. But it all happened. It's like coincidentally, all these things just happened within 24 hours. Chelsea's setup became a mess. But thank God, we have finally recovered from losing out on some of these players. Yes. Now, I realized something, and analyzing certain things that were happening within the club, I noticed that Chelsea hierarchy, they took a difficult decision to sell Noni MADUEKE because they want to create space for Estevao. Yeah. Chelsea management took a difficult decision. I believe selling MADUEKE whilst we're in the Club World Cup, it came unexpectedly. And all of a sudden, the player left camp in the midst of tournament, in the middle of a tournament. Oh, unfortunately, right, he's injured. When he was in Chelsea, he doesn't get injured this way. But in the middle of a tournament, the player left. I believe it was a difficult and tough decision for management. to sell Noni Madueke. Yes, the money was good. But they did it to make space for Estevao. To create space for Estevao, a very special lad. To create pathway for him. If you want him to become what he obviously could become, Estevao I'm talking about, you have to create a pathway for him. And that is what Chelsea hierarchy has done. They saw it coming. They they trust in him. And so they have to take that tough decision at that moment. So guys, if there is any player that left that Chelsea did not miss that much, yeah, you out the Chelsea fan, you'll be honest with yourself. If there's any player that left Chelsea that you and I did not miss him that much, it's Noni Madueke. We didn't miss him at all. Because we've seen players like Estevao coming in, and it looks like things are just beginning to take shape. Ladies and gents, and let me repeat again, I said it before, let me say it again. Maresca is good, but he is not that elite coach yet. And so I always say, and I'll say it again, the players can create things, can cause things to happen, if only he, Maresca, will make the right decisions, especially substitutions. If he can make right decisions and make the right substitutions, the players can create havoc. They can give us what we want in this team. And so I will not go anywhere and give all the credit to Maresca. It is the players. We have the talent on the bench. Any coach, I believe, that has the tactical acumen to manage these players well can get good results in every game. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. And like I said to you, Cole Palmer could return for Chelsea after the international break. I'm hoping. With the international break, I'm not too sure. But I think November, Cole Palmer should be back. Palmer has 45 goals and 29 assists in 110 games for Chelsea since leaving Manchester City, yes. Since leaving Manchester City 2 years ago. 45 goals, 29 assists in 110 games for club Chelsea since leaving Man City 2 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest challenge for Enzo Maresca right now, after the international break, will be his, squad management. That will be the biggest challenge for Enzo Maresca after the international break. We have 7 winnable games coming up in 3 weeks. We have 7 winnable games coming up in 3 weeks with key players out. Especially looking at our defense. We won important games without most of these players though. So what Maresca can make out of the squad or the players that are available is what we need to be thinking of. In terms of defense, Badashile, we understand he'll be back just after the international break. Trevor Chalobah has already served his red card, so he'll be available after the international break. George Achampong will be available, yes. Wesley Fofana, Levi Kowal is going to be next year. Wesley Fofana will still take time. So, Tosin, November, December. But hey guys, we will have to find a solution. All the 7 games coming up in the next 3 weeks after the international break are important to define Chelsea's season. It's going to be a huge period. These games can be a great platform for others who are available to step up and take the lead, as we saw against Benfica and Liverpool. If they can do so for these winnable games, then Cole Palmer can return a more of a boost. Yes. And less of a savior. Less pressure and less load on him. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand one of the players that will be coming back from the international break late on before our next game against Nottingham Forest is Enzo Fernandez. And this is because Argentina's match has been moved to Miami. Argentina's match has been moved to Miami and rescheduled a day later to October 14th. This means Enzo Fernandez won't finish playing until the early hours of October 15th. And Chelsea play Forest, Nottingham Forest. Yes, 12:30 p.m. on October 18th. So Enzo Fernandez will arrive within 48 hours. Chelsea are playing Nottingham Forest. Will he be ready within that period to play? We wait to see. We wait to see. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me end here. Chelsea are planning to keep Emmanuel Emega once he arrives next summer. Emega is a striker, the main striker and the captain of Strasbourg, and he is a Chelsea product. We bought him. We only loaned him. I mean, right now, he is our player. We already bought him from Strasbourg. We've settled a deal, and the player is to arrive next summer. Now, the understanding is that the arrival of Emega is to boost the current squad. If Emega arrives in the summer, it will mean we'll have 3 number 9s, Delap, Emega, and MADUEKE. That is if Jackson, which we understand right now, Jackson have a gentleman's agreement with Bayern to continue even after the, with them next summer, after the loan period. So the understanding right now is that this guy, Emega, will be the one that will compete with Delap and MADUEKE. 3 strikers, 3 number 9, which will now make room for Joao Pedro to move to his normal, usual position, playing behind the striker. Looking at him, Emega, he is ready. This guy has taken Strasbourg. They are now currently, they are one of the top teams in France. Strasbourg is now one of the top teams in France. And I even heard somewhere that in terms of squad quality and expensive, they are the 3rd most expensive squad behind PSG and Marseille in France, because clearly Group, Todd Boehly and Co have invested heavily in the squad. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, let me leave you guys here. I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. And let me say once again, congratulations to Ghana for qualifying to the World Cup. Yes, here we come. Yankee America, here we come. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.